Mike said ass.
Yes, I did.
Hey, it's me, Sonic. Tails, let's fuck all night.
There were some awful jokes in there.
You literally just gave me flashbacks to when we did fucking Sonic High School.
Oh, never.
Listen.
And the way we learned that in order to have a baby, you have to be invisible, and then also it's not really having sex; it's making a body donation, which is something that was invented by Einstein.
I'm not doing that thing again unless I get 500 subs. I'm not going through that. My Immortal's bad enough.
I'm gonna start calling it that.
Oh, it is worse than My Immortal.
Having sex, making a body donation.
And then of course, in order to get an A in history class, Sonic invents the time machine to go back in time to fight Hitler, who is the king of the Jews.
I am fairly certain at some point Sonic High School started out as a serious fanfic.
No. When Sonic goes back in time to meet his ancestor, who was not awesome, which was Anne Frank, he taught her how to be awesome, so Sonic could turn into a dragon. So
what the fuck did you just say?
Sonic's related to Anne Frank.
So Sonic could then, when he goes to Hitler's castle, when Hitler comes out of the castle, he introduces himself as "I am Hitler, King of the Jews."
Wolfenstein Castle too, and they describe it, if I remember, as the castle from the Wolfenstein games.
And then Sonic turns into a dragon and fights and defeats Hitler, completely rewriting the entire fucking timeline of everything. Goes back to his own present day, and him and Tails are the only one who gets an A+ because they actually did the history lesson correctly. Instead of just studying, so they fucking built a time machine so Sonic could go back in time to meet his ancestor.
This is a fanfic we have legitly read before.
No,
on
that
the
sounds
channel.
Like canon Sonic lore right there.
I think we broke Arch, and I've shown him weird shit before.
Dear God.
I don't want to be friends with you people anymore.
You can't escape me. I know where you live.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
How could you say that to me after all the intimate nights of passion we've shared?
Kane, I don't care how intimately I know what your testicles look like. I'm still not going to be friends with you.
Hey, it's not my fault they look like freaking grapes with hair on them.
Dear God.
I'm gonna die.
All right. We're getting all the funny parts out before the session starts.
Oh, I already hit record and it's on the fucking page. This shit, you get to have fun fucking editing all of this out when it's your turn.
Oh, no, well, I mean, I'm just gonna out the first 10 minutes, but
also,
all
Sonic,
right.
fastest thing alive, probably not good in the bedroom.
I mean, if it's the same joke from that they made in DC, nope.
Boom. All right. So before we get into it, I will go over the normal reading of the various creatures. So we have 22 normal raccoons, including one raccoon named Bucky that thinks he's a beaver. We have the Trump raccoon, who is the mayor of the Grove. We have 3 muscular raccoons titled Tito, Rampage, and Kimbo. We have Sky the Hawk, Fonzie the Cat, Peter the Griffin, Nutmeg the Giant Scorpion, Gobbler the Giant Toad, Barry the Bear, Zippy the Shock Lizard, Little Nick the Intellect Devourer, Oswald the Space Hamster, Cecil the Space Hamster, Drunkard the Aram Vorax Party Boy, and his buddy Giblet the Aram Vorax Party Boy, 24 giant crabs, including 1 Braveheart crab, Sasquatch the Duck Bunny, Leroy the Giant Bat, Cosgrove the Hippogriff, Gilberta the Polar Bear, Chaos the Lion, Dusty Britches the Black Bear, Woody the Woodpecker, Duke Nukem the Duck, Ford Fairlane the Koala.
It was Duck Nukem.
Duck Nukem the Duck, Ford Fairlane the Koala, 4 gelatinous cubes, each of a different color, those colors being purple, yellow, blue, and green, Mr. Ed the Horse, and Larry the Dragonelle, who is still tripping balls on LSD.
Guys, donate more and drive Mike crazy.
Well, thank God this is the finale, so I don't have to read all those over again.
Somebody donate and get a slutty penguin.
Didn't
You
we
already had penguins.
penguins?
Well, the penguins aren't there anymore. The penguins went back after you freed the rest of them because they returned to their natural environment.
I think you're missing the operative correction that he said slutty penguin.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I totally understand what he said. I mean, you had the opportunity, man. They were at the camp.
Nah, it's not the same, you know.
He's very
I want,
picky
I
on his
want a
sledding.
prude penguin. Yeah,
Mm.
I want like a bad to the bone sled. Like I want a penguin that'll just like
Being an
ruin my
idiot.
life and give me existential mental health issues.
You have, by the way, everybody, Fantasy Grounds is open.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention that. For everybody who isn't in there already, Fantasy Grounds is open. That way we have people in there for rolling. Okay. So the
Every
naming
rolling
of
Oh, that
double
was
rolls.
perfect. 1 point above yours.
oh, you bitches.
I just want
Alright.
to know why I'm rolling double all of a sudden.
Because one's the tens and the other is the number after.
Yeah, it's like a percentage die. So
Will
yeah.
you take it
alright.
away from him?
No, I mean the only thing I asked Moko is because somebody did this on stream once. Don't roll like a million dice because you will crash the program. Like, don't roll like a million at like the same time.
Only 19
No,
subs until Sonic
Champ.
Yeah, they're reminding everybody. 19 more
So-
subs and then we all get to do Sonichu.
So
With
I
Mike
can
getting to
roll,
play Chris Chan.
There is
I
no
can roll, I
God.
can roll 4d20.
You're going to be involved too, Arch.
All right, so
No, I refuse to do that.
You get no choice.
I
I'll
don't
tell
blame
Mom.
You. I don't blame you.
You
All right.
go. Mom knows what Chris Chan is. Are you gonna explain that?
Yes, I had to because he
I-
trended on Twitter.
I would never talk to my mom about that.
I will
would-
ju- I will
would
She
not feel
asked me, and
comfortable.
I
I
had
will
no
just
choice
say-
but to simplify. It was an autistic dude that got a lot of disability and fucked his mother, and that's how I
No.
explained it.
I mean,
Okay.
I would just say personally, it's because it has all the infamy about it. But honestly, Chris Chan, Chris Chan, Sanity is pretty dull considered. It's just because it has all the infamy about it.
I just want to have to hear Mike sound like a retard. What are you kids saying? That's all I want to hear.
That's
I just
all
want-
I have to say about that.
I just want a boyfriend-free girl.
Oh dear, and holy
I'll let you
God.
play Rose. What is it? Fucking Rosachu? Is that the name of the thing? The girl?
Yeah,
Let's
Yeah.
start this, AIDS.
it's my own original character. It's a mix between Sonic.
Oh yeah,
and
I had
Mickey
to show Mike today. Everyone missed it. I taught him about Cold Steel the Hedgehog.
I hate you.
You're a bad person.
I know.
Yeah. So instead of doing as Cold Steel, you actually went and made it personnel.
Kaboom.
Well, in the Sonic visual novel we're doing, Cold Steel the Hedgehog is the main character now.
Okay, so you guys in your natural animal forms are all at the Grove, and a new creature has approached the front gates and has asked for entry. And one of the raccoons turns to you guys and says, "Hey, we got somebody outside here. He wants in." I don't know what the hell it is. It's got like a duck bill, like a tail, and I don't know. It looks weird.
Is it another one of those duck bunny things?
No. It's not one of those.
A
It's not one of those.
platypus?
Something else.
Do we know?
Should
what
we
it
have
is?
the duck? Should we have the duck bunny talk to it?
Yeah, send it out. At least then, if it's vicious, it just kills the duck bunny.
This is true. Send out the duck bunny.
Become famous.
Duck bunny, you are up.
Yeah. I guess I'll go do that.
All right. So the duck bunny. So they open the front gate, and the duck bunny goes out to meet a creature that you would normally none of you have really ever seen before, but essentially it is a duck-billed platypus. And
Damn it.
the duck bunny goes out to it, and the platypus just kind of looks at it, and it looks at the duck bill that it has, and looks at its own bill. He's like, "Oh well, maybe you'll understand me. I need help."
You need help? Okay, what you need help with, Kai?
All right. Well, look. See, I'm not actually a platypus. I'm a man, or more accurately, a half elf, a druid. Unfortunately, I've sort of lost my. I accidentally transformed myself into a platypus. I can't turn back.
The duck bunny's just nodding, but not understanding.
Okay, that's good. The nodding is good. I'm assuming the nodding is good, even though you're an animal. Can you help me get to another druid's house? A friend of mine. He'll know what to do.
Give me like 2 seconds. I gotta go talk to the boss. Give me.
Yeah,
You
yes,
wait
of course.
here because you're weird and I don't like you.
You know, coming from you, that feels kind of hypocritical, but okay.
Don't be racist. Boss, we got a thing.
Yeah, hold on, I'm coming. What's the thing?
Boss, he's a guy, but he's not a guy. He's a thing. And he turned into a thing, and now he wants to go to a place to not be a thing to be a guy.
Ask if he's got garbage he can pay.
If you got garbage, okay, hold on. Hey, weird guy, you got garbage?
No?
He ain't got garbage, boss.
I'll be right out. I'm gonna head out the gate.
All right, so
I'm gonna
Purity,
assume
you're-
all the raccoons are in a meeting right now, so I'll just take over.
Okay. So the raccoons are kind of just up on the wall and doing stuff, and then when Rocket gets here, we'll also have to roll for the raccoons to see how many of them became buff using the workout equipment.
Yeah, but I figured
Um,
since the big boss isn't here, I could take over.
Yeah, no, Big Boss is getting a foot massage right now. He's off in the corner. So yeah, you can head out there. Kane and Moko, you guys can head out too. Moko, you're the sheriff, so I mean,
No,
Wanna ride
I'm
on
the
my back?
deputy. That is. I am just the deputy. I'm not the sheriff.
You were the sheriff.
No, I am the deputy.
Who's the
Fine, I'll be the
sheriff?
sheriff.
That is Sparky the lizard.
oh,
Oh.
Zippy's the Zippy. Oh, you want to make Zippy this? Okay, so Zippy could be the sheriff. That's fine. So, well,
I mean, I'm just gonna I'm gonna continue using him as a taser, but yeah, he's effectively the sheriff.
fair enough. Okay,
It's pretty much just so I have somebody to point the blame at.
I was just thinking that's why you did it.
he's not smart enough to know that either, because he's a lizard. All right, so if that's the case, then Zippy's gonna go out there and he's gonna have his deputy come along with him. And Kane, do you want to go out as well?
Yeah, I'll go out. I gotta see if I'm gonna eat this guy.
Oh, is he still
You-
giant, or is he finally back to normal size?
No,
he's still
he's
giant.
he's reverted to normal size by now.
No, he should not, because the potion lasts like basically forever.
Really? I thought it was
Yeah.
like a day.
No.
Oh.
Mega crab.
All right. Well, okay, then you're just gonna stay that size. That's fine. I'm gonna say your health probably got doubled because of that, but
Let's go.
He went from a medium to a large. If it was a small, he went to a medium size. So
Okay.
whatever that is, so he
he
was
would
a
have
medium
gone to
crab.
he would have gone to a large size then, because I think he was
Yeah.
already a medium size.
Yeah, so he would have become a large.
So he's like
a
the
large
size
crab.
of like a horse now, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but regardless, so you guys all step out, and the platypus is there, kind of looking at all of you. He's actually kind of more oddly perplexed about how you built the wall and everything around the entirety of the grove. He also noticed the raccoons, so I mean, but he looks at all of you. Look, I need your help. I'm not a platypus. I am a druid. And I accidentally messed up a potion, and now I'm stuck being a platypus.
What will you give us if we help you?
Look, I know there's a hunter camp near here. That can't exactly be great for you guys. What if I made sure after I would regained my human form that they go away forever?
Sounds good to me. What about you guys?
I just want to eat him.
You can't eat everything we come across. You're only allowed to eat humans, remember?
Just one thing I'd like to add is that the weight of the creature that is enlarged is multiplied by 8. So if we have a giant crab just stomping through everything.
I'm actually going to look up and see how much that makes him weigh.
Crabzilla?
Yeah, the target doubles in size in all dimensions, and its weight is multiplied by 8. The growth increases its size by 1 category.
Oh
medium to
my
large.
god. Do you know how much he weighs now?
Crabzilla.
He weighs 160 pounds.
Crabzilla?
Yeah, that's big for a crab. Normal weight for a crab of his size is 20 pounds.
All right.
I'm a beefy boy.
Yeah, now you're a 160-pound crab.
He's almost quadrupled in weight.
Basically, yeah. You've also basically become a god to the other crabs, including the Braveheart crab. So they will always be your posse.
So, should we help the human in disguise, or should we just let the crabs eat him?
You know, disguise is a strong term. This is more
Yeah.
like existential circumstances.
Listen, hear me out, okay? If I eat you, you won't have any more problems.
Yes, but I'll also be dead, which is not the goal.
Keep it in mind.
I mean, you could
Crab, if he doesn't
challenge
help with the hunter camp, then you can eat him.
I was about to say, you could challenge him to an arm wrestling match.
I feel like that's gonna end poorly for him. Look at those.
Basically, it does because the enlarged crab has an advantage on strength checks and strength
Well,
saving.
He's
the
a
other thing
crab
is-
against a
Meaty
platypus.
I was going to say, it's a duck-billed platypus. It's probably the size of one of his pincers at this point.
All right, human in disguise, we will help you.
Oh, good show. I know how to get to his cottage. I just need an escort, basically. The forest corruption is starting to spread north these days, and the way may be treacherous.
Wonderful, and of course the raccoons are too busy as always. All right.
I don't
Crab.
even want to know how this actually happened. I'm just happy that, we can help each other.
Yeah, Crab, go get your army. Crabby, go get
Alright.
your army. That's what I call
I
it.
make like a random crab noise and summon my horde.
Your horde emerges from the inside of the walls of the grove and proceeds to gather around you. The Braveheart crab is at your right side as your trusty general. Aye, lad! What are you on us and the crab boys to do?
We're going to help
We're
this
going
human
on
in
a mission.
disguise.
If he betrays us in any way, eat him.
Aye, sir.
I'm gonna go tell my group to go keep an eye on everything while we're gone. Wait here.
All right. So you walk back inside for a second, and you mentioned the other guys that are in there to kind of just keep an eye on things for the time being, and you guys are gonna go along with the platypus out into the forest. So you're gonna be traveling west for a while, southwest to be specific, and you're gonna be going through the woods for a little while. So I'm gonna roll a d20 to see if you run into anything along.
Oh,
the
is the
way.
little girl hidden? Is still at the
Yeah,
the...
she lives there now.
Yeah, because people keep bringing her up. She's safe. I haven't tried to pet her.
Yeah, no. She basically just lives there now.
Yeah, that's why I made we sort of kind of made an impromptu little cottage
Yes.
sort of thing last
Yes.
session, just so she has somewhere to be safe from the elements of nature.
Exactly.
It's not much, but at least she has a roof over her head and a place to sleep.
One that won't burn down easily.
Yeah.
Unless Rocco lights it on fire. Okay, so yes, no. So Sophie, the little half celestial girl, is still back at the grove. I just didn't really go over her that much. I was more going over the animals. All right, so you guys are gonna travel. So I'm gonna roll a d20 to see if you run into anything immediately. It's not amazing, so we'll see what we got here. All right.
The fuck are we gonna run into?
Well, keep in mind, the forest corruption corrupts basically everything. So it could be a monster, it could be a creature, it could be a construct. You don't necessarily know.
Yeah, there's enough spiders.
Could be spiders as well. that is correct.
Spider.
Doing a quickie here. Whoop.
Mike, if you want to do a quick,
Did you just make that guy with the glasses reference?
Who,
No.
me?
No, Moko with the spiders.
Spiders.
No, spiders climbing up all outside my pee hole.
Oh dear
The
God.
fuck, man.
Don't let it bite you. Don't let it bite you. Spider bite hurt. Spider bite hurt.
You were a weird little fucker.
I think that's from Saturday Night Live or some shit.
All right, so as you guys are traveling along, you actually run into something that I have mentioned before, but you guys never really went to check out all that much. So, and unfortunately for them, they decided to wander into the corrupted forest. So what you're hearing is you hear a lot of swearing. There's a lot of movement and stuff in the distance. You hear a lot of trees and things rustling around, tree trunks breaking. Something's rustling around, and it's not being subtle about it either.
You gonna hide like last time, guys?
You can hide, or you can.
I'm
you
gonna
can
motion.
attack
I'm gonna
or
motion
you-
to a bunch of bushes for everyone to hide in. Except Moko, he can just stay out in the open like he did last time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna blend in.
All right, you're gonna blend in. Also, I'm going to say this: that Zippy is inside of you at the moment.
Oh,
I'm gonna climb up a
I
tree.
say, a matron.
Are you gonna make
Exactly.
me roll to climb up a tree?
No, you're an owlbear.
Mm,
I'm not gonna make you roll to do that. If it was Kane, I would because he's a crab, and also I don't know if a tree would. Well, a tree would probably still support him at his weight, but he
yeah,
would.
I was about to
it
say
would be more
hiding for me is
difficult.
not very easy right
Oh
now.
right, you're
Yeah.
giant. How the fuck are we gonna hide you?
No. Okay, yeah. Actually, he tucks his
Oh,
legs
make
in
him
and
do a stealth check. That'll be perfect. Because all I can picture is if he
Yeah.
fails it, he'll be hiding behind a tree when he thinks it's working.
No. He's gonna be standing there holding like a branch in front of his face.
Well, roll for stealth, Kane. If you plan on trying to hide, it's
Fuck. All right, might as well.
going to be a straight D20 roll. I don't think. Actually, do you get an upgrade to stealth or no?
I don't.
No,
think
he gets an advantage on strength checks.
Okay.
rip out a tree and use it to hide yourself.
Ooh, that's not amazing.
Yeah, it's
All
not
right,
terrible,
so basically what you do is you hide your way behind a bush and a tree, but it's one of those things where like you think because you can't see that they can't see you, so you're just hiding behind a bush, but there's like a claw sticking up. It's fairly obvious. I'll make them roll for it, but it's fairly obvious. And then the other crabs are just going to kind of scuttle around the bushes. It's a lot easier for them to hide.
I'm just right now imagining it like a Shaquille O'Neal, where like he's trying to hide behind like a really small tree.
Yeah, that's exactly what I pictured.
Basically, yeah. All right, so and then Mocha, you're just going to sit right out in front.
Yep.
And Purity is up another tree. Okay, so I think everybody's basically hidden except for the platypus. The platypus is going to try and hide as well.
Thank you to the person that DM'd me a better platypus picture.
19. Okay, the platypus is able to hide successfully. It gets behind a rock and kind of just like peeks over and is just watching what's about to happen. So as you guys are hidden, eventually the noise that you hear starts getting closer and closer and closer, and you can tell that it's speaking in common. It's something that's sentient or humanoid. It knows how to speak. And as it crashes through the trees, you see that it appears to be the troll that you were warned about before. Its cave was originally north of the grove. It's called Moor and Core. It's a two-headed troll. It also has a massive club in one of its hands. But it's kind of just stumbling around the woods, and you notice that it appears there's sort of a going up its leg. There's like black veins, and it looks like its skin is starting to turn purple on the lower part of its body and its leg, and the veins are going up its back and then eventually up into the side of its face, or one of its faces, I should say, because it has two heads. But it looks like it's in a lot of pain.
What the hell is that? Should we put it out of its misery?
Well, you have the ability to attack it right now because it's kind of distracted by the corruption taking over its brain.
Ooh, do you guys want me to do the first attack since I'm up in the tree?
You're all going to get attacks of opportunity from your hiding places.
I was about to say, Beauty, could could you see if you could find some acorn or pine cones and try and eat it at them?
Oh yeah, that's gonna fine. You know what? This just ends well every fucking time we do this. Fine. What do I have to roll for this?
You're throwing pine cones at it.
Yes.
It's still going to be a dexterity check because you're throwing a pine cone. There are pine cones readily available.
It'd be stupid.
It is stupid.
As you're working on your pine cone, you just hear him humming to himself, just going, "I'm a little teapot, short and stout."
You got to think about. Why don't you do the voice for the ogre because I'm doing some of the other ones.
Is
Alright,
it the two-head?
We can split it. So one is
Not you again.
God. Well, one's the classic Cockney, and then you have the other one.
Hey, Korg, I'm Morg. Or is it the other way? I don't know.
I forgot what's going on. My head hurts. All right, that's a 9. That's not going to. That's not going to hit. So you throw a a pine cone at it, but the pine cone misses and just falls on the ground. And since again the troll is in a lot of pain, it doesn't really notice it since it's just a pine cone. However, that is going to be your turn for this.
Damn it.
No, you idiot. My head hurts.
Oh no! Our heads are linked. That's why it hurts.
You were always the smart one.
You guys are just reminding me of Ogre Magi from Dota right now.
That's the bit.
Yep. All right. So that means that Moko, you will get a shot, and Kane and your crabs, you will also get a shot.
The giant crab will attack.
You will have to roll, and then you will also have to roll
Is
a
the
separate
giant
die
crab
for
okay? He sounds like he's slightly in pain.
He's constipated.
Crab shits are real. All right,
Yeah,
rolling to
he's-
hit. Fuck.
Oh, well, you missed completely with your little claw. You come out from behind that tree, and since they immediately see you, since they see you anyway, they're able to duck out of the way of the claw, so that doesn't really do much. However, you are going to be able to roll. I am going to, just because I'm a nice guy, I'm going to let you roll for the Braveheart crab and for the crab army separately.
Do they have any modifiers, or would it just be straight d20s?
The Braveheart crab, I'm gonna say he has a +2 to hit, and the regular army of crabs, I will say no. That is going to be a straight d20.
Fuck.
All right. Well, the Braveheart crab also misses his attack, so he's now exposed as well.
Fuck.
Dear God, man, a 2, a 3, and a 2. All right, so all of you guys missed. So you
This is
basically.
why I say we just eat people.
All right, so it's kind of like a Three Stooges moment. So first of all, what happens is Kane, as you attack, you trip coming out of your bush and you fall over. Then the Braveheart crab falls over one of your crab legs, and that screws his attack. And then all the other crabs come out in a line and proceed to fall down in a domino-like fashion in order to make this as failurific as possible. After that is all over, Moko, you now have an option to do something.
Yeah, I'm actually amazed we've gone so long without saying that none of us have gotten crabs yet.
I think we made that joke early on.
Most likely. Let's
Technically,
see.
Kane has crabs.
No. Okay, now
He
I
has
have
an
to roll.
infestation of them.
Yeah.
Oi, Morg. That's
Probably
downright
because-
peculiar.
Oh, what? Oh, God. Why are there so many crabs here? Actually, crabs are tasty. Should we eat them?
You know what? They are tasty. I think we should eat them.
Oh, I'm hungry. Also, for some reason, I'm very angry.
I would like to go up to the ogre and offer them a small box filled with different sized buttons.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do for this. You're going to extend your tongue and offer this out. I'm going to have you roll a charisma check to see if you can convince them. They are very, very stupid, so you're going to roll against them, and they're going to take a -2 because their intelligence is basically that of a -2.
We are very, very stupid.
So
my
it's Moko,
charisma is
apparently.
-1, so that is going to be a 4.
Okay. That is going to be a 12. All right. So so as soon as you hold out that box of buttons to try and present it to them, one of them uses its massive arm and just swats it right off the top of your tongue, and the box shatters against a tree, just like your soul and your giving spirit.
And in that same moment, I use Zippy to fucking stun him.
All right, you're going to use Zippy, and I believe I gave you the damage on Zippy, correct?
Not to my knowledge. I think you still have it.
Oh, I thought I gave it to you. Hang on.
We got the potion of
Be
potions,
right back really quick.
and we got the.
I thought it was in your
Hold on.
gear section, but I could be wrong.
No, all I have in my gear 6 is just the shit inside me.
Oh lord.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
stuff.
just let me scroll back up real quick. I think I did send it to you. I'm pretty sure it was 4d8 plus 3. I think.
Oh, for damage, yeah. Okay, damage. I thought you were doing with the stats. Yeah, 4.
No. I was literally just talking about damage.
Okay.
Because I think to hit it's still a dex roll for him.
Yeah, so it's 48 plus 3, you say?
If you hit him.
I'm back. What'd I miss?
It's an 8, 7, 5, and a critical miss.
Clerical work.
Okay, so nothing important.
Okay, so actually, you know what? Yeah, you're point blank, so he's right there. I'm not gonna make you aim for that because he's literally directly in front of you. So yes.
He's tapping his hand.
Okay. So that's 4d8, and then that's plus 2 or 3.
I think, yeah, it's at point blank it's at 3, and if it's at range it's like plus 2, I think, depending on how far away it is.
Okay. So that's 4d8 plus 3 then, so that's 24 damage. All right, so you shock that arm, which is the arm that is not holding the club. And as soon as the electricity goes through his arm, it immediately goes limp at his side. And they kind of look over it. Can't feel me. God, beat him up.
All right, brother. I'll beat him up all right.
You're both bitches. I'm going back inside my hole now. See ya. And Zippy jumps back inside Moko's body.
Well, that went right.
You have a mean little creature that lives inside of you. But now I want blood.
I mean, I have a lot more than that, but okay.
I'm still hidden, right?
Yeah, no, you didn't come down, so you just threw a pine cone, so he has no idea you're there. But now that he has had his arm shocked, I'll give you one more shot to see if you can hit something. If not, then we'll have to roll for actual combat.
I was gonna jump down and attack him, but you know what? Fuck it.
Well, that's what I mean. What are you gonna do? Throw another 8? Throw another...
I was going to
Pine cone
actually
at him?
jump down, but now I'm tempted to throw an acorn.
I
Pine
would love if you just did a fucking pile driver on the dude.
Yeah, if the claws are gonna do a claw attack. Hold on.
If you want to do a pile driver, I'll let you do it with a grapple check.
Sure, what would grapple check be? Strength?
Grapple check for you? I'm pretty sure that would... Well, technically it's a separate stat, but usually it's strength. So that would be added to your roll.
I am so mad because that was almost a fucking 17.
Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll his strength, which is a +4, and see if he can beat that. He did not. Alright, so you are able to grab... So you just see this owl bear leap from the top of the tree at the ogre. And the owlbear goes upside down and grabs the ogre under the arms. At the same time, using her momentum, she flips him upside down to go with a suplex with the head directly down at the ground. I am going to have you roll for that. I'm going to say, what's your claw attack normally?
Was
For damage.
2d8 plus 5.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to say is going to be the new damage. So
Dude, you
because
just
you're
RKO somebody.
because you're suplexing him, and because you're going to be hitting his head basically on the ground, I'm going to say that the damage is going to crit, and I'm going to say because you're using both arms and all of your body weight that damage is going to be doubled. That's going to be 4d8, and then you said the base is plus 3?
Plus 5.
Plus 5, then it's going to be plus 10. So it's 4d8 plus 10. And then that is also going to crit once it's done. You may have actually fucked him in one hit.
That's not a... Do I use an 8 or a 4? I use an
Four,
8.
you use an 8-sided dice. It's 4d8.
Alright.
Not 8d4.
I think I
Okay.
fucked him.
That's
You fucking
31.
You fucking
That's also-
RKO'd him.
That's also going to double to 62 because you critted it. So here's how this goes. So as you dive down, you grab him, you flip him, and you drive his head directly into the ground. Now, as you do this, the force of the blow, just like literally flipping him over like that, immediately snaps one of their necks. So half of the body goes completely limp. The other one is concussed, but he's not dead. But the problem is that basically now he's like half paraplegic because the other head controlled the other half of the body.
Morg, no! You controlled the penis!
I'm gonna climb off him.
After okay, you climb off of him. After a few moments of Core mourning his brother Moore's eyes open, and they're glowing purple. He also begins spewing black slime out of his mouth.
Do I have to dodge that, or...
No. This is just like he's just writhing on the ground. There's no dodging. You're just watching this happen. And the other half is not having a good time at the moment.
He's having a seizure.
I don't think that's what... Is that what these things have when they have a seizure? Should we help the other head, or should we just let this happen and walk away?
Let it happen and walk away. Not our problem.
I was about to say his left half is stunned and the other one's lost control of its arm. So all he can do is walk right now.
He can't really do that at all, actually. So what happens is that because the arm is paralyzed, as soon as he wakes up, the half that was dead, as soon as that half comes back, it then immediately grapples the other arm of the troll and starts eating itself.
Well, do trolls normally do this? Human in disguise, is this something trolls are supposed to do? They didn't do it in my forest.
That is what's called magical corruption. It's what's been taking over the forest. I assume you've seen some of what it can do, but one of the things it does is it brings back dead creatures that.
Ew.
This is why I asked for an escort.
Yeah, no, that thing would have eaten you no matter what.
Thank you, by the way.
You're welcome. We need to move on before it turns after us.
Yep, the platypus comes out of hiding and regroups with all of you as you continue along your way. And since you already had your little encounter there, I'm not going to roll again for any kind of encounters you're going to come into. But eventually you guys come to a little area that is kind of tucked away in the forest. And you go and you see what looks like a little kind of shack that's built out of like natural tree bark and stuff. It looks very druidy. Kind of like Yoda's hut in Empire Strikes Back, but made for like a normal sized person.
Nerd.
And as this happens, the platypus, who, by the way, the platypus has explained to you that his actual human name is Wilbur. And he looks out at you guys and says, "There it is. There's his shack. Oh, yes, I can't wait to get back in my own body."
I like
Don't
the
forget
fact
your
that
promise.
Yes,
all
yes,
the
yes.
all the ways you could describe something. Instead of going like a Hobbit hole from Lord of the Rings, you went for fucking swarms of Dagobah from Star Wars.
Mm. I mean, it is kind of a fantasy environment. All right.
Yeah. Granted, I'll grant you that. It's just like, kind of weird.
But you guys come up to that, so he basically points and he says to go up to the door and the front door and just knock, and he'll come out, and then he can.
Is it safe for me to knock, Mike? Are you going to roll against me?
I'll do the knocking with my tongue.
Won't you get stuck?
That he can do that. He controls that at will.
Oh,
Are
okay.
you a box?
Either that, or I'm just gonna rip the door off its hinges. We'll see.
Yeah, that's
can
what I
al-
was afraid he was going to have happen.
You can also do that too if you want to try it. It's just going to be a strength check as opposed to a dex check.
Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Minus my
Okay.
strength.
Strength check.
My strength is +3. That's gonna be fun.
Okay. Go for it.
La 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 la. Ooh, a 16.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's high enough. So basically, Moko, what happens is you stick your tongue to the door, and after a few seconds of trying, the hinges just sort of pop off, and then the door pops off and flies over you guys and lands kind of behind you in the little grovey clearing right in front of where the house is. And as you look inside, you see what looks like a druid mixing chemicals, and he's kind of just looking out the front door, kind of perplexed because he wasn't expecting his front door to just randomly get ripped off. And as this happens, the platypus jumps off of Purity's back and proceeds to run inside and starts talking to him in beast speak. Please, God, I need to get back in my body. Please. No.
I say, waving my tongue at him.
Oh, Lord, what have you gotten yourself into now? Hang on a second. I can't understand whatever you're telling me. I can recognize that magical spell, though, goddammit. I used that platypus as a base. All right, hang on a second. All right, now I can understand you. He presses his palm to his own forehead so that he can understand beast speech for a little while. And he looks down at the platypus. Wilbur, what have you done to yourself this time? It was an experiment, permanent polymorph, that type of thing. I need to get transformed back for the love of God. I'm tired of being a platypus. This is weird. So, the druid looks over at the rest of the animals that are there, and keep in mind, because he knows beast speak at this point, he can understand and communicate with you. So he kind of looks over at you guys and says, "Look, there's a lot of preparations for what I'm going to have to make with this, but there are 3 things that you can get for me to make this go a little bit faster. We need fresh honey. We need itchweed, which shouldn't be all that difficult to find. And the last one, which is going to be kind of interesting and disturbing, you need a severed human member."
Crabs, I think you guys are going to get some dinner.
Yeah. That's my favorite part, though.
We need to keep that part.
I need you to go find these ingredients and bring them back to me. Then I can return him to normal.
Wait, what is itchweed?
What is what?
What is
It-
itchweed?
Itchweed is basically poison ivy. But
Okay, so it's just
he-
because I have a lot of stuff in me, and I was just wondering if green dragon could be a substitute for it.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do with that is if you want to present it to him and convince him that it will work just as well, I will allow you to do it.
I kind of wanted to see what
Again,
would happen if he did use that.
Yeah, me too.
And at the same time, I do also have 1 burlap sack of drugs, and we never really specified what those drugs were.
I thought I did.
Nah,
I thought the burlap sack was acid stamps.
No, I have asses. I have no, those are in sacks. I have two sacks of asses now. I also have a bird example drugs. And I just threw one of them in a fire at that logging camp, and they made everybody go crazy. But we never really specified what exactly was in those.
Okay. All right, and I did see that purity, so I will add that in. Specify to them if they want that for a specific role. All right,
So
so
I'm gonna go to the druid and present him the burlap sack of drugs, and he can look through what it is in it and what is inside it.
okay, so you present him with the bag, and he takes it and looks inside of it. Since you're able to communicate with him, you basically tell him not exactly what's in it, but roughly what's in it. So he looks around and he pulls out the brick of green dragon. So I'm going to roll to see if he can use his alchemy skills to substitute this for the itchweed. All right, well, he gets a +3 to intelligence. That's a 12. So basically, he looks over at the platypus and he looks at the weed and he looks back at you and he says, "You know what? Fuck it. Technically, it just says you need a green leaf that smells funny, and this kind of works out.
Are we fucking making myths right now?
Maybe. All right, so
Beth has
you
dicks in
don't,
it confirmed.
so you don't need the itchweed, so you've been able to conquer that. However, you do still need fresh honey and a severed human penis.
Okay. Do we want to split up, or do you guys want to?
Let me handle the penis.
I
Just-
figured you'd want to, but remember, you have to actually bring one back.
That's fine. I'll just
It
eat the
can't be
rest of the
chewed
guy.
on.
Just a full warning, my penis does not count.
That's fine. I was gonna eat your friend earlier.
I see. Could we suggest that we go back to that lodging camp and see if people still passed out?
Oh yeah.
It's probably been about a week since that happened, maybe more.
Ah.
But there may still be people there. You can check.
All right, let's head there first, and then we'll go get the honey next.
Do a little reconnaissance mission. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you guys can head back to the logging camp to see if you can do anything. Do you guys want to roll perception while you're going through the forest to see if maybe you can spot like a beehive or something?
All right.
I'm down.
Okay. Let me look at my. I still have to fucking carry the platypus. Hold on.
I think one of you has a boost to perception.
I mean, I have a passive perception of 11.
Oh crap! Where is my owl? There it is. +3. Okay. So that's just a D20.
Yeah. Passive perception is just what you notice normally. If it's something that you would require more of a roll, then you still have to roll for it.
Yes, I'll do a roll with it with no modifiers then.
Okay.
And that's a 5, so I ain't seen shit.
All right.
What?
So yeah.
No. What does Zippy see though?
What does
Zippy's
what?
inside of you, though.
You know what? I'll say Zippy decided he wanted to ride outside for this one. You can roll for him. Straight D20
Yeah.
roll.
I,
Oh god, it's worse.
Well, I mean, again, he is a lizard. He has really tiny eyes.
That's true, and he also does have the attention span of a goldfish.
Yeah.
Okay, so but Purity, you and I'll say Kane. Well, actually, Purity, I'll say you notice this. Kane sort of Kane notices that you notice something.
Kane got the faint smell of honey.
Mhm. So Purity, you hear what sounds like a buzzing noise coming from around you, a loud buzzing noise, but you don't see quite where the source is yet. It's coming kind of from the left-hand side of you. So as you guys are going along, you kind of peel off a little bit to go look over there. And as you go around a corner, you see what looks like some kind of a beehive or something like that. It's coming out of a tree, but it's large, very large. And there's also a very, very large bee who appears to be tending to it, a single one.
It understands like all creatures speak, right?
It should, yeah.
I'm gonna call up to it. Hello.
Who are you?
I'm Owlette. I need a little bit of your honey, please.
It points its abdomen up at you, and you see the very, very long stinger.
Come on, don't make me have to kill you. I have to help this stupid human.
Roll charisma.
Let me see what my charisma is first.
The bee is pretty stupid, So he gets like a -2 to his intelligence. I'll have him roll his intelligence against your charisma.
I love her argument of, come on, man, don't make me murder you.
It is a very good argument.
Well,
Fuck you, dice!
I mean,
are there minuses to that, by the way?
There's a 2.
after all, on her back right now is a thing that is strapped with a very volatile.
I fucking
Concoctions.
hate this tonight.
And any type of a small little piece of.
I'm
know,
gonna
I
throw
don't
the
know, but,
fucking mimic at him if he tries anything.
exactly, because said mimic has a lot of versatile components.
Oh, I was actually
inside
just
of it.
gonna chuck you at him.
That also works. That's blunt force trauma.
That can also work.
And I do believe that will also give me, if that it were to happen with the adhesive, I would get a grappler saving throw.
Yeah, no, he's also the size where you could probably eat him.
Grapple advantage.
Well, he's also the size where you could probably eat him.
That too.
So that would be up,
Beast.
that would be up to you, Mogo. If you do want to try and attack him, you can. You are within range.
Well, I'm gonna stay passive for now until
Okay.
depending on what purity.
All right. So purity.
Oh,
So the thing is, you rolled that. That's a -2. Mine was also a -2, but that's a 13 versus a 6. So he is. He doesn't really care if you're gonna murder him. He's not gonna let you get that honey.
Oh, all right. I'm going to do it. What do I have to roll to throw Moko at him?
That would be a strength check because Moko's a box.
Good. That's exactly what I was hoping you'd say. I'm gonna get his shit throw, and I'm gonna blame it on Kane.
That's cool. Pretty good.
You sound like my ex-wife.
I got a.
It's always Kane's fault.
It is because he gives everyone bad rolls.
Indeed.
I'm just amazed somebody liked Kane enough to marry him.
Ow.
yeah, I was
that's
surprised about
mean.
that too, to be honest.
I
That's
mean,
just mean.
shotgun weddings doesn't count, dude.
Because I got that good dick.
I can vouch for that.
I was about to say Bruce from downtown doesn't count, dude.
Hey, bud. I don't have any food, buddy. I don't have any.
Don't you fucking lie to him.
I don't have any food for Miko.
All right, so you're gonna throw Moko at. All right, and you rolled a 15. So that's gonna be enough to chuck him. So Moko, you're gonna get a chance to grapple with the tongue.
Yeah, boy. I'm gonna do that, and
I'm gonna say that's also gonna get an additional +2 because of the adhesive.
Yeah, and do we bite the?
If you plan on
damage?
it depends. If you plan on biting him, then I'll make you roll for the damage on the bite attack.
Yeah.
If you plan on just swallowing him whole, I won't make you roll for damage. I'll just say the grapple will hit and you will suck him in.
You want it? You want it?
I don't want a potential dangerous criminal to be poking around in all my versatile stuff. That might end
Well,
up
you also do have the shock lizard in there who can electrocute the shit out of him.
Apparently, you have to send out more giant bees.
Okay, how many more?
$5 worth?
That would be 5. Okay, so Mocha, you can decide what you want to do with this one before the other ones start coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bite it.
Okay, then all I'll make you do is roll for the grapple. That will be considered your attack roll, and then you can roll for damage on the bite.
Okay, so Mimic has advantage on attack rolls against creatures grappled by it. And then the bite is a +5 to hit. And the damage is a 1d8 +3.
Yep, so you can roll that.
Plus another +4 1d8 acid damage, okay? Okay, now I'm confused. Okay, what do I roll to hit? Okay, at 20 +5.
You rolled a 20 plus 5 to hit?
If I'm reading the thing correctly, then yes. +5 to hit. The hit is.
You want to send it to Mike so he can help you?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Hang on, let me see that, because it's just the Mimic Monster page, right?
Yeah. So
Alright, I'm
bite
looking at it.
is melee
Yeah,
weapon.
yeah,
attack,
bite is, yes, that's correct. Bite is a +5 to hit.
I have to hit a 7 for it to work.
That's for base of AC 10. Don't worry about the hit 7. 7
Okay, so
7
that's
is the damage that, so like basically what
so
5e does, and I'm just for when people are reading the page, this goes for everybody. What 5e does is when they have that hit with the colon next to it and then the number, that's the average amount of damage that is done from it. So like how it has the parentheses where it has the 1d8 plus 3 next to the bite. That's saying like, okay, if it's instead of rolling it, if you wanted to just cut to the chase, you could just say, okay, he hits you for 7 damage instead of rolling 1d8 plus 3. That's why they put that there. That's the only reason why.
okay.
It's the cheat option.
So
Basically.
so I rolled a 17,
That is enough to hit.
and do I get the +4 for that too, or I don't know.
Well, you're already hitting, so you
Yeah.
just need to roll for damage.
The damage is 1d8 plus 3, and then another d8. So
Yep.
gonna get the modifier. So that's a 6 plus. That's a 6 plus a 7. Damn. So that's a 13.
Oh, well, that's interesting because that is exactly how much life that bee has. So, I'm not joking either. All right, so you grab this bee as it's hovering in the air with your tongue, and you immediately pull it in and chomp. And as you chomp, you immediately crush its thorax and its head and its neck, and you kill it instantly. You then swallow the rest as food.
I mean, I do have a lot of raw teeth.
As this happens, 5 other bees come out of the woodwork and kind of see what you did, and they look over at Purity and the box that just ate their buddy, and the little shock lizard and the crab, and they just like, "Zzz. He was a dick anyway. Zzz. We
Will you
didn't
give
want
us
to
a
go
little bit of
there."
honey?
Sure. So the bee goes over to the tree and pulls out some honeycomb and gives it to you guys.
Hey, Mimic, come here. Put this in your mouth. Thank you. Hey, bees, if you want a safe place to live, we have a spot.
Do
How
you
big
have
is
an
the
area where
beehive?
we can? Do you have an area where we can build?
Yes. Hey,
Yes.
crabs, can one of you lead them over there?
How big's the beehive?
Another
I
really quick
don't. Should we
question.
try to move the whole beehive?
They're not attached to the one that's in that tree. That was just the one that idiot made that you ate.
Just a quick question. How many honeycombs are inside me right now?
3.
Okay.
Don't eat them all.
No, just I have a system.
Okay.
Zippy might eat some. So,
But
I'm
right now
joking.
on my sheet it says I have 3 honeycombs.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He just wants to make sure he keeps track of his inventory, which is a good thing. Thank you for doing that.
Yep.
All right. So basically, they give you the honeycomb, and you've invited them back. So, Kane, do you want to send one of your crabs back with them to lead them back to the grove?
No, I have something different planned. I sent you a message.
Okay, and don't do what I think you're about to do.
I just realized I'm basically like a sentient bag of holding.
Okay.
You are.
Okay.
It's more awesome.
Before this happens, to whoever put down for this, player choice overrides anything I can do. I want you to understand that before I allow this to happen, because this is a player
Do you
choice.
want me to
I
DM
don't-
it to me and me ask the player if that's okay, because it won't be shown on screen? Because it's in the other chat.
If you would like to.
Yeah, send it to me. I'm gonna show it to you, Dark Sun, and you're gonna have to let me know. We don't normally do this, but we feel very bad because you keep getting fucked over.
Oh, is he the same one from the
Yes.
okay.
So you can give the yay or nay on this.
I'll be right back in the meantime.
Yep.
Okay, you gotta understand, we've been fucking evil to every one of this poor guy's donation animals.
You mean the one?
No, this guy has donated a lot.
Yeah, but I thought we had the other ones.
Well, we still have the 2 party animals, but we killed the
Yeah,
one
the
that
the only one we killed was the hippogriff, I thought.
I thought we killed another one of his. That shit was one-shotted by fucking
Well,
raccoons.
somebody donated a sea creature, but they donated that as an enemy. Kane killed that.
That was him.
Well, yeah, that was also donated as an antagonist. It did eat one of his crabs.
Are you cool with that is what I'm asking.
Yeah, if not, then it's fine. We'll just send him back to the Grove. It's just whether or not I decide to let Kane be a troll.
He said 3 of them were dicks. So I guess 3 of them.
Okay, so Kane, 3 out of the 5 are apparently assholes, so I'll let you kill 3 of them if you can land the hits and the damage. So you have 3 attacks to roll. You have 1 for yourself, 1 for the Braveheart crab, and 1 for the group of crabs.
The one that survives will be the queen, since people want the queen to live.
What the fuck is that?
What the hell did you do?
I
You
don't know,
finally
but
got a 20. How does that feel?
I mean, it feels great. I wish it was
Well,
something more important. Than
Well, the
killing a
first one.
fucking
Well,
bee.
okay, the first one will hit.
All right, this is for the crab, Braveheart.
Yep.
He didn't.
All right, he ain't gonna hit.
He's too tiny.
All right, well,
And the
we had
group is
we had
also
You
not gonna
got
hit.
3.
Wow.
Wow, that's a fucking impressive roll.
All right, so Kane, you can roll for damage on your hit. The other crabs are, I guess, just too close to the ground. Like they're pinching up at them, but they can't reach them.
Aw. Jumping up and down.
Islands are too short. All right, and that's also a +2. But that's also your base. That was before you grew in size.
So what does that mean?
I'm gonna say that damage is going to be doubled because you're growing in size. So it's actually 4d6 plus 4 because of your size increase.
Then we'll just do
So
two.
roll another 2d6 plus 2 and we'll add it.
Yeah.
All right, well that's plenty enough to fucking kill that thing. So you take your claw and you just swipe him right out of the air, and he immediately goes in your mouth, and you just chomp down on him. So the other
satisfying.
So the other bees, including the queen bee, who's kind of just been in the back watching all this, look at you and say, "We promise we will not do anything more bad to you. It was just the one dick. Please do not kill any more of our people."
I'm gonna walk up to Kane. Come on, let them go. We could use the honey.
You get one chance.
Aye, you heard the man. You get one chance, otherwise we'll pinch your nuts.
Do bees have nuts?
We'll
I'm about to find out.
Said it at the same time.
They just had their
all right.
moment of bromanship.
So sorry, you know what? I have to describe this now.
Ooga booga.
So as the Braveheart crab and Kane both sympathize over trying to find a bee's genitalia, they look at each other, and they do that thing from when Arnold Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers lock arms at the beginning of Predator.
Oh yeah.
And it's exactly how you think it is, and
The
trust
strong
me,
guy
this is going to look
handshake.
exactly how you think it's going to look.
You
And
son of a bitch.
yep, and that was the moment that they became full bros. Okay, so that's taken care of. So you did find honey,
Nope.
and you recruited some bees.
Nope. Stop.
Okay.
That son of a bitch could not have it at a better time ever.
What happened?
Judy's chat just got a.
I saw it. I saw it, but there's still a few more points away. They're very close to making Mike cry.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's like
Lord.
you son of a bitch just done
It was
28,
the
28,
perfect
just
time to
fucking
get him
donated
doing
like
that.
10 fucking gift subs. Holy shit.
Dear God. Okay, so
Mike,
hang on a second. I do.
92.
Okay. So I do still need to mark down that we now have 4 giant bees.
See, we are fair to our donators.
Okay. All right. So the bees are going to fly back. Kane, I'm just going to say one of your crabs brings them back. I'm not going to say that really changes your rolls at all because you have 23 other ones. So now you guys are, the only thing that you need now is a severed human penis, and you are going back to the logging camp. So, all right. So I'm not going to make you guys roll again for any encounters. As you guys approach the logging camp, it appears that what's left of the loggers, at least the ones that are alive, are packing up their things. They're still kind of cleaning up the camp and trying to get whatever they can out of it before they leave. The logging operation is pretty much dead at this point because they lost half their lumberjacks to fire and drugs. So now they're just starting to pack up, but there are a few people down there. So you guys can decide how you want to continue.
I mean, I'm in for the long haul anyway, so.
Right. Do you guys just want to run in and start killing people? Do you want to try and just like grab one and just rip his dick off, or like
Why
I
don't
don't
we,
know.
can we look around for if there's any that are on their own?
Yeah, you can roll me just a base perception check, which is just a d20.
Let me see what my
Unless you get an addition to perception, which I don't
That's what I'm
think.
double checking. I think I do.
Do you?
Yeah, perception's +3.
Okay, then yeah, you got a +3 to that roll. All right.
Oh, that I got
okay.
the high roll for, really?
You spot one of them. He appears to be packing up a tent at the very edge of the camp. He's kind of in an area where they had stacked some logs, some like large, some tree trunks and stuff like that at one point. So he's a little bit obscured from the others. You might be able to sneak up on him.
I'm going to motion to him for the others. And I'm going to head over there quietly.
Okay, I'm going to have you roll a stealth check, which you're going to take a -2 because you're an owl bear. All right, you still rolled a 16. So, all right, you're gonna be able to sneak up on him. Does anybody else want to try this? You just want to watch this owl bear just ninja this guy and steal his penis?
Am I still on Purity's back?
Yes, you are, and that stealth check also extends to you.
And the guy is he conscious?
Yeah, right now he's just kind of packing up like a bunch of stuff from like the little tent area that was there. There's some pots and pans and stuff like that. They're cleaning stuff up to kind of move the logging camp.
Hey, Mike.
Oh boy, I can't wait to go home to my 14 children.
We have to do Sonichu.
They hit it.
Yep.
I hate life.
Yep.
All right.
At least I have a fucking 5-day weekend next week.
Nice.
that did
okay.
good. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm gonna try and spit out like 10 of the asset stamps that is in one of my sacks I have of it to try and like maybe dull the pain a bit.
How many are you going to spit out at him? Because you may not dull the pain. You may just kill him.
I don't
I
think he'll
mean-
kill him. He'll just send him on an acid trip.
Yeah.
Painkillers
Alright,
to dull the pain.
So if you want to do that, so what I'll do is I'll just have you roll a dexterity check, and I'll just say that you're able to fling them out of the bag.
Yes, and
If you roll a nat 1, I might make you get fucked up by him, but it's only if you roll a nat 1.
my dex is a +1 anyway, so that's a 12.
Well, the way that I do nat 1s is if the dice rolls a nat 1, it doesn't matter what your multiplier is. That's still a critical failure. Same thing with a nat 20. It doesn't matter what your modifier is or what you're rolling against. If you roll a nat 20, you do it.
I hit a 12. I rolled a 12. I mean.
All right. So and then looks like we will have Raka for the last part of this, which is gonna be good. So he's pulling in right now. He said it'll be about 10 minutes. So all right, so you're gonna throw it at him. So you rolled a dexterity check, which is a 12. You're kind of just throwing it in a general direction. So I'll say you at least hit him with one of the acid stamps, maybe not all of them. So you got him on the skin though, which means it's going to get absorbed. So I'm going to roll for his constitution to see how messed up he gets. That's not good for him. All right, so he's tripping balls at the moment. He doesn't know where he is. He's looking at his reflection in like the back of a pan, and really it's not a reflection. He's just looking at like the sun glinting off of it, but he thinks that he's looking at his reflection.
And this is where Purity quietly just chops off his penal.
Yes, this could be that. So, Purity, if you want to daintily chop off his member, that will be a dexterity-based attack roll.
Claws wouldn't count?
I will say claws, but you're not going to roll. Is it a +7 to that or a +5?
+7.
I mean, you could use your beak if you wanted to.
I really don't.
You can use the claws. It will be a +5 instead of a +7 because you are trying to be dainty.
Oh boy.
For him. All right, so here's what happens. Instead of daintily chopping off his junk, you just swing your massive owlbear claw around and immediately slice into his groin. Now, you do sever his penis, but when you do this, and it flies from his pants and lands in the dirt far away.
Grab it with your tongue, Marco.
However, there is also a lot of collateral damage surrounding where that severed penis came from. So he is bleeding out from his waist, but at the same time, he's looking down at himself and he just keeps screaming something about pancake batter.
All right, Melko, can you, or Fox, can you grab that with your tongue so we can go now?
Yes, I can indeed.
We're gonna grab that and mosey our way back over to everybody and not talk about what just happened.
Okay, so Moko, that's going to be a dex check to pick that up quickly.
Okay.
Dex check with the tongue. Because you are still on the back of Purity, technically.
Yeah, that is a +7.
I'd like to think that guy survives and has a terrible rest of his life.
Yep.
All right, so it takes a couple of times, but you are able to eventually latch on to the severed member and keep that. So you have the remaining 2 ingredients for the spell, and you can bring those back to Mockley the druid. Kane had to dip, but Raka is going to be coming in a minute. So what I'm going to do is this. So while you guys are on your way back to the druid shack, I'm going to say that Raka and some of his raccoons are going to meet up with you. That way he'll be present for this. But I am also going to see if he, because hang on a second, because he just DM'd me.
Oh.
Whoop. No, that was just Kane. That was just Kane. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he had to. He told us he was going to have to leave anyway, so
Yeah.
that's fine. He made it through most of it. Yeah, so Rocco will probably be another 10 minutes. I'm looking bathroom break, stretch break real quick, and then we do the home stretch.
Sounds good, because I'm not feeling so hot today.
Okay.
So how's the double voice work so far, Mike?
I mean, I definitely need you for the zingers because you're good at those.
If you give me a prompting, we can do this anytime.
Oh yeah, no, I have no problem doing that. If we do like another, well, it depends because the next one, I don't know if you want to be involved in it. The next, well, I think we're gonna finish up Portals of Pain after we're done with Creature Campaign here tonight.
Like, ja, dude.
No, that is Rotating Dungeon with the hippie.
Oh.
Portals of Pain was when you were the Western guy with the dogs that turn into guns.
Oh, yeah, because I didn't end up doing that. I ended up doing the lizard man.
Yes, sorry, you did the lizard man in exchange for that, but yes, you did that one, and then Purity was the bird, the cockatoo or the cacao, and then Cham was I think Cham was Cham was a salve maker hillbilly with a shotgun. And
Which
then
is why I chose to be the lizard person. I was like, there's too many rednecks here.
Bingo. And then Kane was a monk that has had dicks growing out of various points.
Yeah.
I believe he's Edward Penis Hands currently.
He was armpit dick for a while.
It was armpit dick, then forehead dick, and then his hands turned into dicks, and that'll be what happened. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do the one after that, but we'll figure it out.
The last session I remember from that was us stealing / assassinating a king, I think.
So the first session was when you guys sank that universe's version of the Titanic by
Yeah, I
having
remember
the
that.
Kraken punch holes in it with its dick. The second one was when you were supposed to muck up the peace treaty between the kingdom and the empire for a war that would cause the war to then last another 20 years. And you proceeded to, if I remember correctly, you proceeded to kill the emperor or kill his wife or one of the above. You killed somebody, and then you basically caused a battle to break out that then resulted in the peace treaty getting nixed. I need to re-listen to the second session of that, but there's still 4 more portals left to do, although they're not as I don't think each one would I think you could probably do 2 portals in a session if we dedicated a whole session to it. So it would probably be only about 2 more sessions. And then after that was the one I was going to ask you about, because that's the Spellweaver Academy, the Harry Potter spoof, which I already have a chat integration for.
I am fine to play, but I also do enjoy being like your additional voice work for things.
Yeah, no. I have no problem. I wanted to offer that up to you if you wanted to play in it, because I've offered it to. I offered Moko because he's on us with the streams and stuff. So if he wanted to join or anybody else, I'm just trying to get the player base together so we can make sure we have a group.
Yeah, you can count me in, and if enough people come in that you think it might be too much, I'll just back to voice work.
Okay, that works fine for me. There's going to be a lot of teachers that need voices. A lot of horrible.
I still remember those days when I had dreams of being a voice actor online.
Huh?
Sorry about that. I'm not.
And then
I'm not
then
too
then
doing
then
too hot
I
tonight.
then I stopped doing that. Nowadays I just do it when I goofing off with friends, because like honestly, it's kind of depressing, but like it's also pretty competitive. So instead of like just trying to do for that grind of that, I'd rather just like just do it to have fun.
Basically, the best way to do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, if you all
Right,
check your
DM.
DMs, I sent you some fucking cursed shit. But
Oh yeah, no, I saw
we
it.
see it. Thanks a lot.
yeah,
I didn't want to bring it up.
But yeah, so we definitely we do have the entirety, hopefully the entirety of Sun Dew now ready.
And Purity,
For
I
whenever.
didn't. I do have those planned for
Okay.
later, but
They
thank you
wanted
for-
me to remind you. That's all.
Yep. Thank you for reminding me.
Now, I will say I am not entirely sure that the thing I sent and found is the entire thing of Sun Dew, but it looks like it might be.
Oh man, we're gonna get deep in the CWC lore.
You gonna join us for that?
I don't want to, but I do. It's like asking if you want to see Michael Jackson's autopsy, right? Because I totally do, but I really don't.
There's something wrong with you.
I mean,
I want to have the same cursed knowledge as that little boy. Was he circumcised?
Still, like before we do
Oh,
that, we still
God.
have to drive Kim away with my immortal, and we're like so close to the ending. I think
Yeah,
we're,
but
like,
we gotta wait for your
missing, like,
voice to be better for that.
yeah, of course. I'm not saying that, but we're like what are we, like 10 chapters left or something? It's like
No, we have a lot more.
No, is it? No, because I think we are only down to like 10, because we did 2 full sessions of that. I think we're
yeah.
close to finishing.
I'm fairly certain we're close to finishing my immortal.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's whether or not we do Sonic 2 or we push back Sonic 2 to 500 subs and do Sonic High School instead.
No.
Yeah, nah. Holy
Ugh,
shit.
I hope we get to finish this soon. I'm really not feeling well tonight.
Yeah.
Well, I
We
mean,
still gotta introduce Mike to Mike's Big Bust, though.
well, I mean,
That's just gonna
here's
be that's just gonna be a thing for you, me, and
Mogo,
Chris.
shut up.
No.
here's what I can do if you want to. I can expand the last part of this out a little more than maybe what I was planning. If you want to call it here and make it another
No,
session.
no, let's try to get through it.
Yeah.
If I get really sick, then and I just suddenly mute and go off, continue without me.
Okay. So I'm gonna give it another 4 minutes for Raka. He said he'd be about 15, and that would line up roughly with that. If he's not back by then, we're just gonna continue.
Yeah,
And then he
so-
can jump in when he's ready.
Yeah, so we can just free talk about whatever right now.
Yep, like I said, about 4 or 5 minutes, and then I'll keep going. I'm not gonna delay this too much longer.
Which
Why the fuck is Sonichu on Webtoons? Is what I want to know.
Somebody
That,
uploaded it.
I was going to say,
Japan.
yeah, so somebody but basically archived it and put it up there for easy viewing.
Because
Profound
everyone has to
degeneracy.
be tortured.
But I mean, then again, why is the My Immortal Riho still up, right?
Because Ibobi deserves it.
It
Yeah,
is the
I mean-
greatest troll fic ever written.
Is it though?
Thanks for the support.
No, it is
Stop
100% a
flashing,
troll
you
fic.
prep. Stop flashing, you prep. You are just not gothic enough to understand.
I love that the two chicks that actually did do that for the interview made themselves look as fucking generically terribly emo as possible too, which was funnier.
Oh, you haven't seen the half of it. Fucking I play Smite and they just
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Shut up, you. I know for a fact you play it.
I don't play it anymore. Thank you.
Neither do
Yeah.
I.
But funny enough, they just released a couple of new skins, right? And one of them is a skin for Fenrir, and it's literally called Fen Raw XD, and he's literally dressed like a scene kid.
I hate it. This is why we stopped
yeah?
playing Smite.
See,
Yeah.
I'll fucking send it to you, bitch.
No, don't
Look
do
at
that.
No, you all have to suffer. Look at this.
You could have just put
I
that in the
refuse.
general chat.
Look, yeah, I could, but I won't. Look at that. Like,
I
that looks like
refuse.
something out of Five Nights at fucking Freddy's.
Oh god.
And
no,
it's all
I refuse to
It's
do
like,
that.
fucking furry
like,
bait. That's all it is.
literally like the wolf that embodiments destruction of the earth. Oh yeah, I'm dressed as a scene kid, something that was popular fucking 10 years ago.
Were the scene kids ever popular? Let's be honest.
I mean, Hollywood Undead was a thing for a couple of years.
Yeah.
As
It's
gross
like-
as it is.
I don't mean to bring this into in any point, but like I remember that one green text, like, whatever happened to emos? It's like, when you have a demography about that sort of thing, it's kind of strange that it stopped.
Because
like-
there weren't enough of them. They all killed themselves.
Yeah,
God, I wish.
I
wasn't-
know.
Yeah,
The problem with being
It's
a
like-
goth is those little fuckers kept getting compared to emos.
yeah. That's the thing South Park also pointed out. Like, they're not the same.
They aren't.
Well, especially because if you want to be completely goth, then you have to be part of the the Germanic.
I knew you were going to go with that. I knew that's where that joke was going. Shouldn't
the
have.
Ostrogoths, and like, oh, the British finally got rid of the Vikings. Then came the Goths.
Fuck, come back, Vikings. We're sorry.
Bum bum bum.
They're just
Yeah,
angry
but-
because historically Vikings were the first fuckboys.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Even then, before we went even to
I can hear
England,
you laughing at that, Arch.
No, I mean we were, and all we have to show for it is pottery and clay. Fucking stupid.
I just still think it's funny that I learned Julius Caesar wanted to fucking get rid of the French. They knew. He fucking knew.
No, that's because he wanted to have an empire where the rest of his senate wanted to have a republic, and then he said like, yeah, fuck the republic. It's just an empire for me, and that's why he got stabbed multiple times in the back.
I still
Fear
think it's
the
funny he wanted to get rid of the French. He knew.
Fear the Ides of March. All right, Rocket just popped
Yeah, I
on, so
mean-
he'll be in here in a few minutes.
I mean, of course, who doesn't want to get rid of the French?
Exactly my point. I just thought it was funny when I was
Like-
reading about it. I'm like, holy shit, I
you
never
know-
knew about this.
The worst part, like, do you know what happens if a bunch of French people get lost in the woods?
Party happens because they're gone?
No,
Forest fire.
no,
No, that's
thing
if
that happened-
Californians get lost in the woods.
no. The thing that happens when a bunch of French people get lost in the woods, that's how Canada happened.
He's
Yeah.
not wrong, though.
No, he's not. No, he's not. I
Like,
apologize to any
literally-
Canadians in the crowd, but he's right.
No, fuck
I don't
you,
fuck Canada.
They're
Yeah,
not people.
Exactly. Like Canada is literally just it was founded by a bunch of French people who got lost in the woods.
And they butchered all the Native Americans there.
Yeah, kind of like how America was founded by somebody who got lost on the way to India.
Which part? There was a couple of parts. The Spanish
Well,
didn't get lost. We just fucking took over because we felt like it.
No, you went to.
But all the
Latin
white
America,
people
like,
get blamed for the smallpox blankets.
the Vikings discovered North America and we somehow ended up in Alaska and looked at it, looked like, yeah, there's nothing here. Let's go back. And then, like 1,500 years later, some Italian dude tried to find a better trade route from Italy to India, got fucking lost and ended up in Plymouth.
Everyone
And he
makes a
looked at
mistake.
him and he thought,
Technically,
this is the land of India. Yes,
Columbus
this is the land
wasn't
of India.
Italy.
You're right
Italian.
about that, but he landed in the Caribbean.
Yeah, and then he thought, oh, this must be the land of India, and that's why he discovered, quote unquote, discovered America. That's why the natives in other places of the world are called Indians, is because he thought they were little Indian people.
Yes, this is true.
Even though India is part of Asia, but they get really mad if you tell them that.
Is there anyone else you want to offend tonight while we're waiting?
All right,
Please don't.
I'm ready
Well,
to
I mean,
start.
it,
You can-
I mean, it is the Ramadan, so let's see what
Nope,
we can.
Moko.
No,
Pull him
no,
out of
no.
the call.
No,
I'm not pulling him out of the call, but no.
nah.
All right, so we're gonna keep going. Rocco will jump in when he's ready.
All right,
he's
I got their
probably-
screen ready for him.
Yeah, like fucking. This is just a segment that's gonna be titled "Dead Air" and it's gonna.
This,
get
yeah,
cut
no,
out.
this is gonna be a segment that I trim when I do the animation. For
Oh
this.
no,
I
I'm
know.
fucking editing all that shit out. Are you kidding me? That had the be right back screen on. I know when to cut out.
Oh,
Mike,
God.
Mike, I
Yeah.
have a request to make. Please do cut it out, but put in a black screen. The intermission music, and this part,
Oh, God.
Moko goes on a racist rant, and no one will know.
Exactly. Okay. All right, so we're gonna start back up again. Like I said, I'll see him when he jumps in general.
Yeah. At this point, Moko fucking commits a
At this
fucking
point,
hate
Moko
crime.
tries to get the Twitch shut down.
At this point, Moko fucking commits a hate crime.
Not yet.
Mike, if I ever meet
Can we
you,
continue, please?
I'm just gonna tell you, if you ever piss me off too bad, then somebody's getting a blood eagle.
I know what
I'm not
that
saying
is.
who.
I know what that is too. Rocca is in general.
Thank God.
Oh,
Hello. We are on stream. Do not say anything horrible, please.
shit. Yeah, you're about to get blood eagled if you do.
You can't blood eagle me, Moko.
Yes, I can.
I'm Catholic. We're immune.
And
No, that means you got to crucify him first.
you guys obviously don't know how a proper blood eagle.
Can
is
we
done.
just please start?
All right, so Rocca, I'm going to give you a
Obviously. No,
Moko,
stop.
Moko, I'll mute you.
Yes. No. I'm just gonna say, Aurora's in the chat. What's up,
Oh.
dude?
Hey, buddy. How's it going? All right, so
Thanks for the sketch, my dude. He did a sketch of one of my characters earlier.
nice.
Happy birthday,
pretty
Aurora.
cute.
Oh, it's your birthday too. Happy birthday, buddy. All right, Raka, so I'm going to give you a very quick crash course on what's happened. So, you guys are meeting up with the other guys. A platypus showed up who claimed he was a druid who got stuck in animal form. He led you to another druid who's going to cure him, and in exchange, he's going to drive all the hunters out of the Thousand Acre Wood.
Wait,
So,
is
right
that what
now,
we're
you're
actually
calling
calling it? The 100-acre
I was gonna
wood?
say, is it really called that?
it's not. I'm just using it because that's the term he uses.
But say, unless we have a proper measurement, I'm fairly certain it's not just 100 acres.
Probably not. All right, so basically what happened is you took him to him, and he sent you guys out to gather some ingredients. You guys were able to pass off Green Dragon for one of the ingredients that you needed. The other two were honeycomb, which you got from a stash of giant bees, and a severed human penis that you got from the people that were left at the logging camp after drugging a man and then cutting off his junk.
He'll be fine.
He's bleeding to
Yeah.
death.
Probably.
I've heard being a eunuch is all the rage.
Ow. Okay, so basically to catch you up, that's where you guys are. But you've come back. You've met up with the group on their way back to the druid, and I'm assuming you brought all of your raccoons to supplement Kane's crabs because he just had to dip, unfortunately. But you guys are heading back to the druid's cabin.
All right, so we're gonna head back there with everything. Is the door still gone?
Oh, well, yeah, no, he hasn't reattached the door yet. He'll do that later. He's busy working on the potion, and he's also
Okay, then we're
talking.
gonna walk in, and I'll just kind of poke. I'll just kind of. Oh, I can't set you down unless I want to, can I?
Well, he can jump off you too.
I'm gonna set him down and poke him toward him, like, take it.
Like,
Alright.
I'm basically like, what are those called? Like these
You're a backpack.
Velcro. I'm basically like Velcro. Like my tongue is Velcro. You can just like
Pretty
peel me
much.
off.
Pretty much. So yeah, so you're gonna present him with the ingredients.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll out. So far I only have the human phallic in.
No, you
inside
have
me.
the
No,
you have the honeycomb.
You have the honeycomb inside you as well. You have the three honeycombs.
I'll present him with a honey one of the honeycombs on the human phallic. Yes.
Okay, you hold out your tongue and you have the two items that he asked for. So he takes one. He takes the honeycomb and looks at it, says that will do, and he also looks at the severed human member and says that will also do. As you also hold out the honeycomb, sitting on your tongue is Zippy. He's eating one of the other honeycomb you have and smiling. This is delicious.
We'll have plenty of more back at the grove.
Yay! All right, so after that happens, he takes the ingredients and he begins forming them into the potion that is necessary. He then, in the time that you guys have spent out gathering gifts, he has also drawn a magical seal outside on the ground in which to conduct the ceremony. So he places Wilbur, who is still in platypus form, in the center and begins recounting the ritual as he mixes the potion and basically just throws it in the face of Wilbur. So after that happens, a massive green cloud erupts from the center of the summoning, well, not the summoning circle, of the magical seal that's been drawn on the ground, and the seal also lights up green. After the cloud clears, you see Wilbur, who is buck-ass naked, standing there, now in human form.
He looked better as that little duck thing.
Can I just say how just a testament to how stupid I am when you said magic seal? I literally figured like a golden sea lion.
No.
What the fuck is wrong with
A lot.
I know what you meant, but like, in my mind, I just pictured like a golden sea lion, like a seal that was made of magic. What the fuck is wrong with me?
All right, so very quickly, what happens is after Wilbur is returned to human form, Mockley looks at him and says, nobody needs to see that," and then he slaps basically a leaf over his groin so you can't see his junk.
He just
Um,
sack tap him.
Yep, essentially, yeah. So it does hurt. He lets out a bit of an oomph when it happens. It's not gentle in any way, shape, or form. So no, but now his genitals are at least covered. So he thanks the herd and says that as soon as he gets some clothes on, they'll go deal with that hunter problem.
Awesome. We can head back to our little glen.
He also says that you guys should probably all come to see what's about to happen, because especially Moko and his little buddy there, because it might interest them.
Ooh.
Okay.
So after he borrows some of Mockley's clothes and then grows his little druid armor and shit like he normally has, and then after that's all said and done, he heads out with you guys. So after stopping at the Grove for a second just to pick up after stopping there just to drop off any unnecessary things that were needed, you guys continue on to the hunter camp. Now the druids look out and they look over at all of you guys. Says, "Watch this." After a second, they basically conduct a magical spell, and after a second, you see a portal open up on one side of the hunting camp, and you see what looks like a stream of just like moving blue mass come out of the portal. And on closer inspection, it looks like there are about, actually, you know what, I'm going to make you guys roll perception to see if you can tell what it is.
Okay. That's a 20 for me.
The chant as it's opening up. Mecca lecca hi, mecca hiney hiney ho.
Damn it, as soon as you
shit.
said chant.
Nat
Fuck
20.
all y'all! Fuck all y'all!
Oh, so the fox finally fucking notices something?
Oh, also Raka, the
Wow, I'm not allowed to shit talk the box anymore.
Fantasy Grounds is open if you want
Oh.
to jump in
Correct.
there.
Oh shit! I just noticed Arch is playing.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's on here with us.
Lives.
He's not playing. He's basically doing all my backup voices because there's like 50 animals in this now.
Oh, fucking
mean,
slacker. Of course.
Granted, I do have like 7 eyes, so yeah.
That's true.
Oh yeah, you do. I keep forgetting. Yeah, my editor has a little mimic figure. He went and saw the D&D movie and he brought it with him.
Ooh.
So
He
you got
said it was good.
Nerd.
are people actually saying it's good?
Yeah, he said
It's
it was fun.
it's actually getting not terrible reviews, but basically pretty much everybody's saying is it's a turn your brain off and just enjoy it type thing. It's not like if you're really hardcore into D&D lore, you're probably gonna hate it with a passion.
So it's like Return of the King.
So it's like the original
No!
D&D movie
No,
with Marlon Wayans.
No.
Return-
See, that movie's a guilty pleasure. There's a difference between a turn your brain off movie and a guilty pleasure movie.
It's a movie you just stare at and then stuff happens.
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers is a guilty pleasure movie. That other D&D movie is trash.
It is trash. But it is also a guilty pleasure because of Marlon Wayans as an elf.
I mean, still, like,
And he was an elf,
Has
wasn't he?
anyone
Yeah,
noticed
he
what they
was.
keep making the elves?
Yeah,
I mean,
no. Now that you mention that.
Yeah, what the fuck? Black elves all the time. Who would have thought?
Still don't know why they keep making like D&D movies out even after Mazes and Monsters has been out for like
The reason. Wait a minute. Did you say Mazes and Monsters?
Yes, he wanted to see if you'd catch
Tom,
that.
The Tom Hanks.
He wanted to see if you'd catch
evangelical
it.
movie.
He wanted to see if you'd catch it.
Of course I did. All right. So
All right, so what are these druids doing?
basically what they're doing is they opened up a portal next to the hunter camp because the deal was if you helped get that druid who was stuck in the form of a platypus back to his human form, he was going to get rid of the hunters for you. So they opened up a portal and it looks like a giant blue mass is coming out of the portal, but it's kind of difficult to see. So I was going to have you guys roll perception. Now Moko rolled a nat 20, so he knows immediately what's going on. But if you want to roll as well, you can.
Holy shit, dude!
You want to tell us what it is?
All right, I'm just going to tell you what it is because he can just relay it to you anyway. So basically, Moko, what you notice is that it's not a solid mass. It's not like an ooze or something like that. What it actually is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of shock lizards that are all coming out of one portal, and they're spreading out through the camp and electrocuting everything that they can get their little lizardy paws on.
So Zippy's
So-
family.
So yeah, so the camp immediately breaks out into hysteria as people start getting electrocuted, and
The Empire!
basically, yeah, it's like Ewoks. So as this is happening, you just see like the electrical jolts, like the blue lights like popping up in the camp as people are getting electrocuted to death. And a little shock lizard comes up to the foot of the two druids, and he looks like he's an elder statesman. Let's put it that way. He has a big white mustache in the front, and he looks over at you. I am Scalewall Jackson.
Really?
Yes.
I'm gonna look at Purity and just say like, Aurora Borealis.
Right.
You do that. So
Yep.
he looks up and, Sir, the camp has been pacified. Good work, General. You and your shock lizards are always a very, very appreciated asset. The little lizard gives basically the equivalency of a standing salute, and then looks back over to the camp, which is still being destroyed. One of the other shock lizards comes up and hands the general a scroll of paper. The general then presents the paper to the druids, and the druids open the paper and read it, since the animals don't know how to read.
Wait, I thought Rakas could read.
Sorry, you're correct. Raka can read. He's the only one that can read. So actually, he hands that to Raka, because Raka hasn't really done a whole lot this time because he hasn't been here. So I'll give him something to do. So
Just in the background, little lizards yelling, "The revolution has begun!"
All right, so what does it say?
Going to the fray!
All right, so he hands you the scroll, and you open it up and look at it. And when you look at the scroll, it basically says that Calgar, the military, the actual Calgar military, is going to be coming in to quarantine off the area. They're going to start building a wall to house in the corrupted forest because it's starting to bleed out into the southern part of Calgar. So basically, the druids also get a few more scrolls because there's several of them that were in the camp that have been delivered, and they look over and says, "Well, we got rid of your hunters, but it looks like you're going to have more company soon. But there might be something we can do about that."
Out of character, didn't we already build a wall now?
You built a wall around the inner part of the grove, but the problem now is that
That's all that matters. So yeah.
well, the problem now is that there's going to be a lot more people there, which means it's going to be a lot more expansive than just a little logging camp and a camp full of stupid hunters. So basically, what the druids are saying is that they have a way to make it so that you won't be bothered.
Oh.
So they're asking if you're willing to go back to the grove, they can do this for you.
Yeah. If you can help us, follow us.
All right, so you guys, the hunter camp was basically wiped out by the shock lizards, and after they were all set, they went back through the portal, and that closed. So that's basically just kind of something the druids have in their back pocket for special situations.
Wait, did Sippy go with the wizard?
No, he did not. He stayed with his best friend.
Oh, nice.
He said hi because apparently he knew General Scalewall Jackson, but he did not go with them. No, he is going to stay as the sheriff of the Grove because he has higher duties. So you guys return to the Grove, and the druids come in. Keep in mind, everybody is there at this point, all of the creatures. Also, while you guys were on your way back, you did pick up a couple of frost toads that were wandering through the woods as well. So they're going to also come with you back to the Grove and be integrated into the system. So as this is
I'm fairly certain those frost toads are gonna get picked up by the frost slime.
the frost slime.
We don't have any frost slime.
I
We have
a
regular
wet-
slimes. We have the
Yeah.
cube.
We have
Gelatinous
gelatinous cubes. That's a little bit different. And I
Yeah,
don't. Is one of them blue?
but
Yes, one of them's blue.
Yeah, there's also one that's white.
But there's
and,
also a rule: don't eat the other animals in the grove.
yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that those toads are going to be with that slime.
Maybe. Okay, so
Racism.
all right, so you guys are
Just
back there.
apartheid,
All right, so you guys are back there, and the druids come in, and they bring all of the grove together, and they say, "Look, there's a space of land that's further west that would definitely be a place where they wouldn't be bothered. It's near a lake. It's kind of an area where people don't really go. It's more of an area where maybe you might see another druid every once in a while, that kind of thing." But the problem is that you guys have developed this area so much they don't want to take it away from you. So what they're going to do is they're going to use a teleportation spell, and they're going to bring the grove there.
Is it too late to ask that we get Susie back then?
We have Susie with
Uh,
us.
Sophie is at the camp. She is at the grove. She's there with you. She
Yes,
lives there now.
Yes, because she indeed also do possess the deed for a parcel of land in the realm unknown to you.
That is actually very true. She does still have that.
So
But
could
she is there.
we get teleported there? Maybe, possibly.
I am going to roll for this.
She would.
I'm going to roll for this again.
Wow.
She could at least present it to the druid circle.
Okay. I'm going to say that's enough. All right. So she presents the scroll to the druids, and the druids read it and look over it, and they're like, oh, okay. So they know where this location is on the map based on the description of the province and all that. So they kind of look, and it's actually an area that's further up north, but it also looks like it's located in some kind of a valley. It's something that it's a deed that was bought up a long time ago, and it's basically blank. You can put your name on it, and it'll be official. So the druids look over at the animals and basically say, okay, well, little girl, you're going to sign this for me right here on the dotted line. There you go. There you go. Okay. So we're going to transport you guys there, and you can live in harmony for the rest of your natural lives or until you get eaten by something bigger. Does that sound good?
Sounds
Does
good to
not
me.
sound good. Does not sound good. This is our grove.
Well, your
We'll leave
grove
you
is
raccoons there.
Fine, the family will be fine without you.
Fine, the
Nah,
rest of
boss,
us will
they gonna-
teleport.
Boss, they're
I-
gonna take all of us. They're gonna send the whole grove.
I was about to say, like,
You have a
Yeah,
house you can live in. Don't you
the
guys
deal
like
is-
those warm things?
For raccoons.
No, the
No.
deal is the entire grove gets teleported or nobody goes.
Fuck that. I'm fine with teleporting. I'll stay by the kid.
Yes, but everybody teleports with the kid.
The druids go over to Raka, who is the Dawn of the Raccoons, and one of the druids kneels down and takes your hand and kisses basically what would be your knuckle, kisses the ring, and says, "You, the Dawn of the Raccoons. We respect you because you are a douche."
Somebody's asking for a fireball on the cannoli.
I promise you.
That
if
is
you
such
allow-
a layered joke. Holy shit, dude.
I promise you, if you allow us to transport the grove and you come along, we will build you in a habitat fit for all of your people. Or rather, raccoons.
I don't know, boss. It sounds like these mooks are giving us a pretty good deal.
Sounds like bullshit. This is why you're not the Don. Be quiet.
Hey, Trump Coon. We really should come up with a better name. Talk to your Don about this being a good idea. I don't want humans bothering us.
Humans are bad. We all know that humans are bad. That's why we built the wall. We need the wall in order to protect against the humans and anybody else trying to get in. And mostly people I don't like.
Yeah, but this
Hey,
place sounds
Donald.
like we can make lots of big walls.
Hey, Donald, be quiet, or somebody's asking for a bullshit indictment.
But what if we
no!
take? What if we take the wall, and put it somewhere else.
Can we teleport the wall with us, humans?
You will be teleporting the entirety of the grove with you, including the wall.
Yeah,
Then what's
we
your
just
problem
have
with
to
this, Raka?
we just have to convince the fucking raccoon to shut the fuck up and take it.
Put him in your mouth!
Anally, deep.
Moko!
preferably.
Put him in your
Yes.
mouth so he can't argue anymore.
Yep.
Zap him unconscious.
Heard that before.
All right,
And,
so
yes,
so what's
I
happening here
can
right
do that.
now? Are you going to try and swallow Raka to shut him up?
It's a mutiny.
No, I am going to use Sibby to taser the motherfucker. And that, as you said, that was
okay.
48 for damage.
Well, you're going to have to roll the hit first.
God,
Right.
I hope Raka ends up with Kane's rolls tonight.
That's a bullshit.
That's not going to hit.
God
That's
damn
not gonna
it,
hit.
Moko.
So
Well,
you-
okay,
you
no. Because I still have my tongue, and I just basically just put my tongue on the top of his head and pull him in.
Well, you're using Zippy, so all right. So Zippy failed, but if you're going to attack Raka with your tongue, then you're also going to have to roll an attack roll.
Yes,
That will be a Dex check.
that is a 17 plus 1, so 18.
All right,
Raka, we don't
Raka.
want to have to do this to you.
Raka, I'm going to give you a reaction roll to see if you have enough time to dodge that. You are going to have to beat whatever is Mocha. What was your total? 19?
18.
No, my
18.
total is 18, yeah.
Okay, so Raka, you're going to have to beat an 18. That's going to be, because it's a reflex save, I'll say it's dexterity based.
And do remember,
What
I
eats
do
owl
have...
bears? Nothing.
Okay, so you didn't beat it. All right, so
You
what
got him
happens
close,
is...
though.
All right, so Mocha, you're not trying to hurt him, right? You're just swallowing him?
Yeah, I'm basically holding him
Okay.
in place.
So as Raka is basically having this argument with the druid, you just kind of go up beside him, shoot your tongue out, attach it to him as he's berating the druid, and then immediately suck him inside you and swallow him. And you just hear a lot of muffled screaming.
But Don
Hey,
doesn't
whoa,
scream.
hey!
That's
Yelling.
fine. Can I make a
Yelling.
survival roll to pull one of his planks off and climb out?
Can you do that to a mimic?
I will let
No,
you roll a strength check to try to break free. Because he's basically grappling you right now.
All right, fine. I didn't want to do this. Fuck breaking free, firebolt.
Well, first of all, you're grappled, and second of all, your escape DC
Why
is
are you
13.
fighting this so hard, Raka? We could go to a new
Okay.
place. I'm also not
Fuck a
feeling
new
well
place. You don't kick the Don out of his house.
Then you can
he's
stay
transporting
here.
the house. He's transporting the house with you.
I want my house right here
Okay,
on the Jersey Shore.
You are nowhere near the Jersey Shore. I mean, I think there may be places in this world that you could consider equivalent to New Jersey, but
Yeah, the place the druids want to send us to.
no, they actually want to send you someplace that's probably a lot closer to a park. All right, so
That sounds like there's hippies who smell like patchouli there. No thanks.
Yeah, but they like to drop a lot of food for you.
All right, well, Rocket, it's a point blank attack, so I'm not going to make you roll for that. You're just going to have to roll for damage. However, I'm going to say that after you use this, if it's not enough damage to force Moko to actually open his mouth, then you're just going to be stuck in there, and they're going to make the decision for you.
Damn it, I was almost free.
16 against my...
Well, he has to. If he's trying to escape, it's a strength roll.
He's probably looking up what his attack is.
But if he's using just the fireball, I think it's just a base fireball attack.
Everyone's expecting Raka to roll really high to fuck us all over.
So it's 1d10, I believe, for the damage on that, but I can't remember.
Worst comes to worst, can the rest of us just get teleported and Raka and his raccoon stay?
I mean, if they want to stay in the woods, that's fine. That's completely up to them, but they're also going to have to leave the...
No, I'm just going to interject. If word comes to worse, you're going to experience a forest fire that is brought on by a ton
No,
of
no, Moko.
cocaine.
No, Moko.
Rock, are you
No,
there?
I'm just saying, if he
Did
causes
Rocket
a
step
proper
away?
fireball, if he causes a
No, he's
proper
there. I just
fireball
didn't know if
with
you were-
everything inside me, he's going to basically
No, I
explode
just didn't know.
everything.
Hold on, Moko. What's up?
I'm just saying, like,
No, you're good.
if he succeeds, then
There
Yeah.
you go.
with his attack roll, then everything
Okay.
inside me would explode into a glorious fire of drugs
All right.
and
All
alcohol.
right. So here's what's gonna happen with this. So he rolled 8 damage. So that's a decent amount of damage from that attack. So what I'm gonna do is this, Moko. I'm gonna have you roll a Constitution check. What is your Constitution, by the way?
+2.
+2. Okay. So what I'm gonna say is this. You're gonna have to roll above a 15 to keep your mouth shut. If you roll above a 15 to keep your mouth shut, he's staying stuck in there. Okay. He's staying stuck in there because you rolled a 21. You're just gonna be billowing smoke out of the corners of your mouth for
I'm
a
gonna
little
poke
while.
the little box. Are you okay?
I think that's called heartburn.
Quick! I am the leader now. Teleport us, humans.
I am the captain now.
Please. That's what you humans say. Please, right?
Understood.
Thank
So the two druids sit down across from each other and begin chanting their magical spell. After a little while, you see basically a flash of light engulf the entirety of the grove. A light that, if you were to actually view it from space, you could see. And after a second, the entire grove has had its location switched with another location, the location of where the random deed that Moko gave Sophie was. Now that the druids and everybody is relocated, the druids then expand the
Oh.
grove by growing habitats for the raccoons, and it also allows all the other animals that were really residing inside the walls to kind of spread out and do things. So you have all of your animals with you. And then after everything's all said and done, Moko, you also spit up Raka, except now he is a bitter Don, even though he does have a much bigger area to conquer now.
Rocka, did you block me?
No.
It won't let me send you a DM.
Huh?
I can't send you a DM privately. It says it won't let me. It says you won't accept it.
I think it's because the new Discord update reset his settings to safe.
Oh.
It might be.
Okay, I was like, I hope I didn't make him mad in this. I wanted to apologize and explain.
Yeah, for some reason it doesn't have you added. Hold on.
Yeah, it says we don't share
Yeah.
anything. That's weird. Like, we
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
share
the-
our servers.
Yeah, that doesn't make
new Discord update. Shit's fucked.
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
You're not blocked because you show up right in my shit.
Yes, that's why I was like,
Look at
what the That's why I wanted to check
Is
with you. Because it's like, I don't think I made him that mad tonight.
I'm not mad.
It's just because Glidebot is fucking terrible.
I know, it's been censoring what I've been saying on my own server.
That's funny.
Yep.
No, Don's got a plan.
Okay. No, I don't mean to rush us along. I'm not feeling
No,
well
it's
tonight.
nope, it's fine. So Rocco, so what's the Don's plan?
Oh, they're gonna kill the druids.
Jesus, I knew that's what the fucking
I mean-
plan
Okay.
was.
Okay,
I don't-
here's my only
I'll
question.
just-
How do you want to do this?
If I may, I'm just glad that the fireball didn't go off inside me. Otherwise, he would have caused
This might be one of the first
spectacular
campaigns that we're
wildfire.
getting out of without everyone dying.
Yeah, otherwise he would have burned a lot of drugs.
Yeah, no, he didn't do enough damage to the things inside of you to actually set that off.
That's why I'm saying, like, I'm glad it didn't. Otherwise, there would be no forest to go back to.
If he had rolled a 10, I probably would have.
But there would be no forest. Oh, who left?
Nope, that was Arch was
Oh.
dipping, which is fine. We're pretty
Okay.
much on the
Yeah.
last part of this. So
Hey.
all right, so Raka, this will be the last part of this. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna have all your raccoons attack the two druids then.
Not like right off the bat. No, they're gonna wait till they go to sleep, and then they're just gonna kill them while they're sleeping.
So after the transportation.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say happens is the druids were sticking around for the night anyway because of the teleportation thing, and they were just going to build new places in the forest, essentially. So they're going to sleep in the grove overnight. So, Raka, What I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you roll for all of your raccoons. So what I'm going to have you do is you have a total. Actually, I'm going to have you roll a d4 because they've been working out. So we'll see how many more buff ones you got.
I sneezed.
All right, 3 more buff ones. So that means you have a total of 6. So you have 6 buff
me, sorry.
raccoons. So you have 6 buff raccoons. You have the Donald Trump raccoon, and then you have 19 regular raccoons. So here's what I'm going to have you do. So you have a grand total. So I'm going to have you roll for the 19 regular raccoons. I'm going to have you roll for them individually.
So 19 D20.
Yep.
All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna do this in Discord because it's
That
easier.
is perfectly fine. And then anything that lands above a 12 is considered a hit. Oh God, okay, and you have a crit in there as well. So, 1,
Holy
2,
shit.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so 8 out of the 19 hit for that. So keep that number in mind. So that's 8 out of those. You will also have to roll for the 6 buff raccoons. They're going to get an additional +2 to their rolls. So again, same thing. Anything over a 12 is considered a hit. Or anything 12 and over is considered a hit, I should say.
You said 8.
You hit with 8 of the regular raccoons. You still have to roll for the 6 buff ones and the 1 Trump coon and yourself if you choose to do it.
We really should have came up with a better name for him, but it just works.
All right, so 3 out of the 6 buff raccoons also hit. You can roll for the Trump raccoon, and you can roll for yourself as well if you're using one of your attacks.
Fuck you, Clydebot.
Clydebot giving you problems still?
Oh, all right. Well, that's the Trump raccoon, and then one for you. So that one's gonna hit as well.
We haven't teleported yet, have we?
No, you already have.
Okay, good. Then I don't care what you do to these fucking humans.
Yeah, no, he didn't. Moko didn't let him out of his mouth until after you guys had already teleported.
I just
And
wanted to make sure.
Yep.
And that's
Yep.
also going to hit for you too, Raka. So basically, what I'm going to say is this: the 8 of the regular raccoons are each going to do 1d4. I'll say 1d4 plus 1, so it's a total of 1d4. So it's a total of +8 to everything. So you have 8d4 plus 8.
Eight D4 plus 8. Hold on.
Yep.
Sorry about being so sniffly.
Yeah, good.
What the fuck?
And I'm going to say all the regular ones swarmed one of the 2 targets. The remainder is going to attack the rest. All right, so and that's also with a +8, so that's 31 damage. So yeah, so those raccoons immediately swarm the shit out of that first druid and begin biting the living shit out of him and ripping his face off. Now I'm gonna have you roll for damage for the 3 buff ones, the Trump raccoon, and you. So the 3 buff ones each get 2d6 damage, so that's a total of 6d6. And I'll say in total that's a +3, so 6d6 plus 3.
I'll be right back again. Sorry.
That is a 19. And then the Trump raccoon, I'm going to say he does 1d10 damage. All right, so that's 19, that's 25. And then you can roll for yourself whatever you're doing. You do another fireball attack?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you can roll for damage on that.
Oh, that's such bullshit.
Oh, I gotta see. I was looking at the...
No, it was a fucking 10, but it didn't.
Oh, I hate when that happens. Or when it's right there on like almost a 20 and then it just goes over. It's like,
No, it
fuck.
actually it landed on 10, but it landed on 10 outside of the little box.
Okay, so regardless, that's still going to be 30 damage, 31 damage to one and 30 damage to the other. Now, the thing is, they only had 30 health. So basically what happens is the group of raccoons that attacks the first one, you guys, those ones eventually rip him apart to the point where he just dies of blood loss, and then Kane's crabs come along and eat the body
I was
afterwards.
about to say, yeah, I figured they were gonna come around.
The other one, you light him on fire while he's sleeping. He then gets up and starts screaming. As that happens, the Trump raccoon trips him and makes him fall on the ground, and the remaining buff raccoons come around and then stomp him to death. You have successfully killed both of them. Kane eats the corpses, so there is no evidence.
This
And
Grove Street.
The Don now maintains his iron fist on the Grove and its new location, and you guys have successfully avoided having to deal with people.
I'm
The
just gonna
Grove is
look
dead.
at the Dawn like, was that really necessary? I thought we could still use them as servants.
The Don said he didn't want to get transported, and they transported him anyway. That's a death penalty.
Whatever. As long as I don't get bothered, I don't give a fuck.
The Grove is now safe, and this is the end of Creature Campaign.
Thank you to everyone who watched. You guys have been really amazing with the donations and the animals and stuff. We may see them in the future. You never know what Mike has planned. Some of us do.
He said the Grove is safe.
Keep an eye out. We do have another big mini campaign set up where we're going to be poking fun at a little bit of Hogwarts and Harry Potter. I promise you this is one you're not going to want to miss.